Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to first have you pause the video so that you can see which deck is resonating with you. And we'll go ahead and begin with deck number one. Oopsie. Well, I hope I didn't flash y'all. Okay. So we have the Five of Wands, the Princess of Disc, the Eight of Cups, wait a minute, the Six of Disc, the Two of Swords. Overall energies, we have the King of Disc, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. All right. So, overall energies. I feel like maybe you're being overwhelmed with thoughts, maybe dealing with some sort of anxieties. Maybe you've been losing sleep at night or having a hard time getting to sleep because of a lot of things on your mind. It also might be the energy of someone watching you. I don't know if you feel like you're being watched, and maybe you are. It could be through social media, or maybe it's more metaphysical, like remote viewing. It just seems like there's been a lot on your mind, especially too in regards to a water sign and an earth sign. Kind of feels like your situation, whatever you're dealing with, is happening to kind of like push you to a new level. I feel that Spirit is purposely making things uncomfortable for you. And it seems like you are maybe going through some sort of changes that are uncomfortable. But this is all to help you change. I'm not sure exactly what it is that you're needing to do to get out of your comfort zone, but I just feel like that's what you need to do. Maybe you are having a hard time changing jobs, or you just keep holding on to a job that you don't really like. And the universe is constantly like, we're going to make this harder and harder for you until you change or go in a different direction. Same thing in regards to a relationship or a living situation even. So I feel like, maybe you're feeling a lot of pressure. Seems like you're also very passionate. Maybe your passions are also causing some sort of conflict. Like you become so passionate about something that you're like, trying to get your point across, but somebody is just as passionate as you, and so this person's trying to get their point across. There could be a situation where nobody is listening to anybody. Both parties are just kind of like arguing, what they believe, and so it's causing some sort of clash. And then two, this is a situation where someone could be blinded by their ego. Or, just what you identify with, what you believe. And it's just hard to break from that or change or hear what someone else has to say. I feel that you're going to be dealing with some sort of frustrations or blockages regardless. I almost feel like somebody is like, pick a side, and the Libra in you is just kind of like, I can't. So, like, even if you're like Libra rising or you have like Libra moon, or some Libra placement, because this is like that Libra energy that can't decide. And I feel like somebody's like, pick a side, and you're just like, no, I cannot. And I'm not gonna lie, it's funny because it is making me think of like the whole thing that went down between Kendrick and Drake. It's even caused like some sort of rifts between me and my son, but we usually just like end up just both being quiet, like, change the subject. Just like, let's just change the subject. So yeah, I kind of feel like this is that same type of energy where it's just like, you know what, let's just take a break. Like, I'm not responding or I don't have an answer. Now, in a love situation, I see this as a couple of ways. For one, I kind of feel like maybe somebody is trying to get your attention, especially going back to if you feel like you're being watched. I kind of feel like somebody is trying to get your attention. They're just trying to push your buttons. It doesn't matter what type of reaction they get from you. They just want you to notice them, or they want to see if you care, or maybe it's an egotistical thing where they don't care, but they just don't like that you ignore them. So yeah, from a love standpoint, there could be somebody that is really trying to push your buttons. It also could be reversed. Maybe you're the one that's just like, this person gonna say something to me. They're not gonna ignore me. Like, I'm gonna get something out of this person. So I kind of feel like something like that is going on. Especially too, if you are fed up with somebody and you're like, I'm leaving this alone. I'm going away. This isn't good for me. This isn't healthy. I want something else. I kind of feel like somebody can feel you trying to go away. So that's another reason why somebody might come and try to kind of like stop you from leaving. In fact, there could be somebody that is trying to apologize or be nice or explain to you something that they did. Let me explain. And you're just like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I feel like you don't want to hear it, but at the same time, it's buying them time. Something is buying this person time. It could be too that you're not wanting to make an emotional decision and you're just like, let me just cool off, or let me wait until I'm in a better headspace and then I'll give you an answer. Another thing I'm seeing is that two people are attracted to one another, but they don't want to show it, or they're trying to suppress those desires. It could be because one of you is in a relationship. And so the attraction is there, but it's just like, no, I shouldn't be having these feelings. And maybe, especially if like it's at a work situation or somebody that you're always seeing on a regular or in passing, it may be that this person approaches you and they're just trying to start a conversation, or maybe they're trying to get you to engage in some way. And, it's just like, yes, you're just like keeping it straightforward. You're just like, I'll answer your question. Now I'm going back to my desk. Like, I'm not, getting engaged with this. It's like you're having to really control the thoughts and feelings that you might be having for someone, or vice versa. I feel that even if somebody is in a relationship, somebody might be lonely or feel like something's missing. And then I kind of feel that whatever's going on in your life is starting to make you feel like you just want to give up. I feel like you're running out of steam. It's possible too that you're needing some sort of help or assistance, but maybe you don't want to ask. Your ego might be preventing you from asking for help or assistance in some way. Seems like you also are going to do whatever you need to do to keep peace around you, or peace in your home, or just peace in your life in general. Even if that means not responding back to other people or disconnecting from people in some way. It does seem like every time you're trying to move forward, something stops you or gets in the way. Or maybe it's kind of like spirit is yelling at you and telling you you're going the wrong way. It's like, no, go this way. It's like some sort of, it's two energies that are fighting against each other that act really opposite. So, like in astrology, I'm thinking about Saturn and how Saturn moves like super slow. Saturn is supposed to be like old, or like super mature. And Mars likes to go fast. Mars can be spontaneous and immature. And it feels like these two energies are together, which is funny because this particular card does represent Saturn in the sign of Leo. So Saturn feels uncomfortable sitting in Leo. Well, Leo is ruled by Sun, but his Sun is also just another energy that Saturn doesn't get along with, because Saturn is so serious and Leo is so playful. And that's just, like a little quick example. But it's like these two energies don't get along, because it's like Saturn wants to go slow and something else wants to go fast. So there's some sort of clash going on in your life right now. Maybe Spirit wants you to slow down, or rethink, or just to make sure that you aren't doing something impulsively. It makes me think of too, like, I don't know if you're like me, but I got a layup foot. And a lot of times where like I get super annoyed by people who are driving at the speed level or a little below. It like drives me nuts. So it's like I love when I have like these moments where there's like a span of just like nothingness and I get to go. And then it's like another car turn in front of me and like slow down. It's just like, ah. And it's like that'll keep happening. And I kind of feel like it's frustrated as I'm getting. I kind of like think like, okay, maybe Saturn is trying to slow me down, or, somebody is looking out for me. Maybe I just need to slow down, so I don't know, something like that could be going on in your life. Now, metaphysically, again, it does seem like it's going back to someone who is like trying to get your attention in a spiritual way. Maybe somebody keeps visiting you in a dream or bothering you or waking you. You can feel somebody's energy or presence while you're sleeping, and it's just making you wake up, and you're having a hard time going back to sleep. So it is possible that a spirit could be trying to get your attention. But I say spirit, living or dead. Somebody is trying to get your attention. Feels too like maybe there is some underlying frustration between friends. some sort of turbulence. Could be a conversation it needs to be had, but it's too uncomfortable. And it's like, I just want to keep the peace. If I bring this up, it's going to be an argument. Also, if someone is keeping a secret, maybe it's getting very hard for somebody to keep a secret. So there's another situation going on where someone who maybe dabbles into any type of spell work is either trying to send you harm or trying to make you love them. I feel like somebody is trying to manipulate your energy. And you also could be very sensitive to that. Maybe you've already had a dream that someone was doing this. Yeah. I feel like somebody's trying to manipulate your energy. I also feel like even if someone has good intentions, like they're like, I just want them to think of me or to dream of me, I feel like whoever is doing that is causing more harm than good. I feel like somebody is also depressed. I feel like somebody is covering up an addiction or some sort of habit that they have. Somebody's personality could be coming off very confusing. I'm kind of feeling like somebody might be drinking and driving, or someone who has like some sort of substance abuse problem. Maybe this person has been clean, but it's possible that they're being tempted, or they have fallen off the wagon, or maybe they're trying to cheat, and the universe is like, don't do that, and their making it difficult for them to indulge in that type of activity again. I'm also feeling like maybe somebody is going through depression because they are confused about their sexuality. I feel like they don't really understand or know. So this person is just acting out or becoming withdrawn, or just their behavior is off. There also could be a fear of being judged. Kind of feels like someone is also lying about their whereabouts. Somebody might be looking for a form of escapism because they feel lost or lonely. I feel like maybe if that's you, like try to find like a constructive way to deal with this depression or loneliness or whatever this is instead of doing something that is harmful. And then I again kind of feel like maybe there's a sad spirit lingering around you and their energy is kind of rubbing off on you. Maybe you're starting to become depressed and not really understand why, especially if you're normally like a happy person. It could be like a lonely spirit around you. So maybe there's a need to cleanse yourself or your space. I'm hearing something about pity party. Maybe someone doesn't want any pity. I don't know. I just kind of feel like somebody's like, just be real. Like, don't be nice just because. Like, so I feel like somebody doesn't want pity. You might turn something down. Could be an apology too. Maybe someone is wanting to extend an olive branch or make amends with you and you're just like, I don't, no thank you. Or vice versa. Maybe you're trying to make peace with somebody and it's just like, no. I feel like somebody's going to try and do something nice because they feel guilty. They're sorry. Even if you don't know about it, like if somebody is doing something a little out of character and you're like, oh, why'd you do that? I feel like somebody feels guilty about something. Seems too like there's some sort of difficulties in coming to some sort of an agreement, whether that's dealing with court or anything. I feel like there's a hard, people aren't able to come to an agreement about something. Whoever's trying to get your attention indirectly, I feel that you don't want any parts of it. I feel that maybe you are ignoring someone because you want them to just come to you straight up. So anything other than that, you're just like, I don't want to deal. You also might have a hard time believing something, and I feel like you're refusing to acknowledge something. Something might be an illusion, and you're just like having a hard time accepting that. Especially if dealing with an earth sign. I may have said this already, but I kind of feel like if somebody is trying to send energy towards you, it's like being blocked or bouncing off Like, I feel like it's not working. And I feel like somebody is feeling frustrated that it's not working because it usually works. I feel like, whatever somebody is doing, it has a hard time working on someone that has a strong will. I feel like somebody also becomes very guarded when they feel vulnerable. If something gets too deep, I feel like somebody pulls away and blocks people. I feel like you're also trying to block off anything that's going to make you emotional. It seems that something could emotionally trigger you, and I feel like you feel it coming and you're like, like, let me go distract myself. Let me do this. Let me look the other way. Let me blah blah blah. So, and this kind of looks like it may have something to do with romantic feelings, or like you don't want to go down that rabbit hole, especially if you had moved on from someone and then this person pops up and it seems like they're playing on your heartstrings. They're just trying to get you kind of caught up into a cycle again. You might feel those old emotions coming back up and you're like, no, I don't want to deal with it. Like, let me just look at something else. And it seems like you quickly try to deflect. I kind of feel too like somebody has like multiple personalities, or somebody knows how to switch when they need to. Yeah. So I feel like you want to prevent yourself from becoming very emotional about certain things too. All right, so we'll move on to deck number 2, but I will be right back. All right, so I am back with deck number 2, and you have the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, you've got the 2 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, overall energy, the Wheel, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands. All right. So I feel like the overall energies feels like you've been trying to manifest a change in your life, or maybe trying to turn the wheel, or kind of like manipulate something in a different direction. I feel that you're trying to change your fate or your outcome. And it could be through meditation, it could be through spell work, it can be through different practices where you're trying to channel or move energy. But just anyway, it seems like you've been trying to change your fate. It does seem like there is something that is happening, but you might be feeling confused or lost in your situation. Something has you, I don't know, I kind of feel like somebody has been either drunk or whatchamacallit, just dealing with a lot of delusions, or being delusional about some things. I feel that that is either caused by emotions or substance. Mm, It just seems like there's something that maybe you're not clear about. Maybe you've been asking for answers, especially after some sort of shift happened. It's kind of like now you're in this in between space, and it's like, okay, I wanted to manifest change, but now I'm confused about where I am or what this is or what's happening. Feels like you're just kind of like needing to trust the process. Wait until emotions are kind of settled, and then I feel like your mental, it will become clearer. Seems like there's getting ready to be some sort of a rebirth. Whatever's going on in your life, I feel like you are going into some sort of cocoon state. And it's like you don't realize it. You don't realize that you are kind of like in darkness and you're going through like a tunnel. It's like the process of birth. And it's just, I just feel like it's very confusing times for you. I feel like maybe you keep losing your footing. It seems like a situation is very unstable at this time. Maybe it's your relationship, maybe it's your job, and finances. Maybe it's just, a living situation. I feel like there's a lot of emotional chaos going on. And it's kind of like your heads are up in the clouds. And that came out a little bit in deck 1, where I kind of feel like maybe somebody's been drinking and driving, or just driving under the influence of anything. Maybe trying to escape or find peace. If it's not drugs or alcohol, it can be swimming. Just kind of like in water and just like soaking, thinking, praying. It also could be a form of meditation, but it's like to the point where it's like, I don't know, feeling kind of like spaced out. You also may have been having some strange dreams or dream visitations. Some of you have been dreaming about a child or childbirth. I really feel like something is just more so symbolic of like being in darkness, being in the womb, and getting ready to come out into a new life. In a love situation, you might have a secret admirer. You might have more than one secret admirer. It's possible that either, or you're the secret admirer, but somebody might be in love and also just like on cloud 9 or drunk in love as well. And it may be that somebody is disoriented or doesn't know how to act or behave around their love interests. Or now that they've fallen in love, they're just kind of like spaced out and all over the place. Definitely seems like you could be on an emotional high. Even if this is talking about spirituality and intuition, it's kind of like overload. Like empath overload. Like you're picking up on so many emotions around you that is draining. Maybe you don't even understand where these different emotions are coming from. Mm. I feel like somebody likes to surf or wants to learn how to surf. Um, Maybe someone's been spending a lot of time on the beach. I feel that maybe you're surrounding yourself with water. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm getting like something about surfboard reference. Hmm. For some of you, this might be some sort of enlightenment or some sort of awakening. There could be something that is becoming activated within you. Hmm. Your heart chakra also might be very active, or it could be blocked. But I feel like maybe something is very active. Maybe you've been feeling like a lot of flutters. Something else I was picking up on. Now, also some of you, your imagination could be running wild, which is good in the sense of, creating and, singing, acting, writing. This is good energy for being creative. The only thing is that you might have a tendency to second guess your talents or your ability. Maybe you started writing something and halfway through it, you're just like, I don't like this, and it's just like it's really good. So I feel like you need to continue to trust your process and trust your intuition. I feel like the confusion comes because of the doubt. Mm. Health-wise, either you are not getting enough liquid or you're taking in too much liquid. Something is off balance. Mm. Also, health-wise, there could be someone dealing with a lot of emotional issues or but things that deal with like delusion. Maybe someone feels like they're losing their mind. Whatever situation you're in or headed towards, something just might feel unreal. You might feel like you're in a dream. Um, you're just like, this can't be real. It might feel like you're also free falling. There may be a lack of security in your life. You also could be surrounded by a lot of pretenders, posers. So it does seem as if maybe someone is going through some sort of emotional distress, maybe trying to drink away the pain, or bury themselves, drown out their sorrows. if you're going through some sort of difficult time, but you also are spiritual and have that awareness, I kind of feel like you're just asking, like, what am I supposed to learn from this? And maybe you feel really confused as to why you're having to go through some sort of time period, or why do you have to keep waiting for something? It seems like you're running out of patience in regards to something that you're hoping, or you want something to manifest. Maybe it has something to do with your finances. Again, something is just going back to a lack of security, or your foundation is very unstable at the moment. It also could be that, like I said, these things are maybe manifesting in your dreams. Like, maybe you go out into the world and you're going through a lot, but you're pretty stable. It could be that through your dreams you experience like everything that is troubling you, having like all these unusual dreams. Maybe this is your way of trying to navigate through some sort of stresses that you could be going through. I also feel like there could be some sort of sadness in regards to family, or family secrets. I feel that somebody is wondering if they let you down. Or maybe you are wondering if you let somebody down. Spiritually, I feel that you are connected with someone telepathically, but maybe you don't want to be. Or if it feels like there is someone that is trying to connect with you in that way, I feel like maybe you don't want them to. If you were recently enjoying some sort of love connection and your partner pulled away, I feel like this person is a lot going on. I feel like this person does not want to feel vulnerable. So if things started to get too serious, I feel like this person has started to pull away. I feel like this person's also confused, doesn't know what they want. Maybe they're sending mixed signals. Someone has like a fear of commitment. Somebody might be afraid of what they feel for you. They don't like that you can see through them. They don't like how vulnerable they feel around you. I feel like you're also just trying to find peace. You might confide to someone in private. There could be someone that you feel really close to, maybe your best friend, maybe your mom. But it seems like there is someone that you're confiding to in secret, and this gives you peace. Going towards something in regards to a love situation. I feel like somebody's been pleasuring themselves to you, and it's possible that you can feel it. Feels too like you are trying to take back control of your life. Maybe you feel like you've given too much of yourself to life, to other people, and need to start putting yourself first again. Also, if you lost control of a situation, I feel like that makes you feel just unstable in general. Almost like, and maybe it is a sign of control issues, like when you're used to driving and then you let somebody else drive your car and you're like clutching onto the passenger handle because you think that this person, it's like you don't have control. So it's like, oh my God, like this person is driving me around, like I just want to get out the car. I just want to kick them out the car and take the wheel. So something's going on where I feel like maybe someone else is steering and you don't like that. Now this is also could be out of your hands. Maybe the universe is doing something that you just have no control over. And so that just makes you feel completely out of control. Maybe people have been telling you to let go and let God, and you just really have a hard time with that concept. Maybe you're just like, no, like I'm not waiting for God. Like I have my own, you know, my own free will or something, and it's something that you're just trying to take control of. In a love situation, I feel like something's been on and off, especially with the fire sign. I would pay attention to dreams because I just feel that somebody could be visiting you in a dream. You also could be tapped into a water sign. Maybe you guys are somehow tapped into each other's energies. You also may have tried to deny this at one point, but maybe you're starting to realize that. You also might be in love with someone who is a playgirl, playboy, um, and has like a lot of secrets. Um, yeah. Kind of feels though that in general you're needing to, if you can, hold off on making any important decisions, because I feel that, you know, emotionally something, you're just not there, and I feel like you need to be in a better mental state before making any decisions at this time. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that picked deck number 3. All right, you have the Sun, the 3 of Coins, the King of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the 4 of Cups, overall energy, 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. All right. Okay, I'm getting the energy of some kind of completion. Something, you're coming to some sort of full circle or coming to the completion of something. Seems to like maybe you've been putting a lot of hard work and energy into something, and finally you get like some sort of recognition that you deserve. Maybe you've worked really hard on something, and you know the payoff is on the way. I also feel like you are going to get to take some sort of a break or a rest, or you're about to get help and you don't have to do something all by yourself anymore. I feel that there's also about to be some sort of a breakthrough in your life. If something has been stagnant or if something has been hidden from you, I feel like it's going to be revealed, or like there's going to be some sort of obstacle or burial that's being not a barrier that's being removed. Feels like you guys are tying up loose ends. Now, there's a possibility of you either moving, relocating, going on vacation, or somebody could be coming to visit you. Career-wise, I feel that you're about to have success. It could be that maybe you get some sort of recognition or promotion, or if you've been looking for work, I feel like you're going to find something. It might be part-time, but I feel like at least something is what you're passionate about. You might find yourself also being very creative as well. In regards to your chakras, I feel that your solar plexus is maybe being activated. Maybe your faith is restored, or you've got a strong will to do things or to make things happen. Maybe initially you felt weary or tired, and now there is like this renewed sense of energy happening. You might feel inspired to start some sort of a new project, especially if it's more about you started a project but you left it on a back burner. It was a good idea, And now you're getting back to it. So I kind of feel like maybe you're breathing new life into a project that you already started. You also might be very busy working on some sort of idea that you have, and you're like, this is a good idea. I need to focus on this. I need to get this done. I need to create this. So I feel like you're really passionate about what you're doing, some sort of passion project. You also could be doing something physical that's very enjoyable. Maybe starting a garden, maybe doing some little projects around your home. Especially too if it's something creative and you're like, oh, I'm gonna, paint this wall, and I'm gonna do some do-it-yourself projects, and it's like it makes you feel good, like you feel like you have purpose. So that's another thing. If you've been feeling a little lost, I kind of feel like you're gonna have a sense of purpose. You also might like your new job or your new boss. Like you really enjoy working for this person or this company. In regards to a love situation, there may be someone that shows a lot of interest in you. Maybe this person is really giving you some sort of ego boost, or has you like on a pedestal. It is possible, though, that this is somebody that you've interacted with before, especially if more so a relationship that never fully got started. Something could be happening where this person is coming back into your life and they want to pick up where you guys left off. Maybe you guys started talking and your lives took you in different directions. Maybe it was not really no one at fault, but maybe something is like bringing the two of you back together. I also feel that in career there could be some sort of business partnership being formed, or some sort of business collaboration. Maybe you're being sought out or invited to join some sort of group. You might be feeling popular in general. I'm hearing attraction. I just feel like someone might be very attracted to you physically, or someone is just very attracted to your work or something that you do for a living. Someone likes the way you do your job. Now, also in a love situation, it's possible that even though someone is showing you a lot of attention, you might still emotionally be holding back, or wondering if there is another offer out there. It seems like you're just holding off. Maybe you're emotionally unavailable. Usually when I get this is because you're emotionally attached to someone else, or if someone is being a little distant with you, or you feel like there's an attraction but someone's holding back, it could be because they're still emotionally unavailable. Maybe they're still trying to get over some sort of a breakup. So they're present but not really. It also looks like someone comes out of their shell and then goes back into hiding. Yeah. You could be dealing with a water sign, or someone that is a Leo or has Leo placements. I feel like there is something significant in regards to dragons. I don't know if you were born in the year of the dragon. You might want to check that. You might develop a new obsession. Like you become obsessed with something. You're like, this is so fun. I can't stop looking at it. I can't stop reading about it. I can't stop working on it. Like something's going on where it just seems like you develop a new obsession. It also could be that someone is infatuated with you or obsessed. Mm, I don't know. I kind of feel like someone is being consumed by their obsession. Mm, Either you can't stop thinking about somebody or somebody can't stop thinking about you. Now, I'm also getting something in regards to someone's literal son. I don't know if someone is worried about their son. There also could be some sort of fear of being pregnant. I feel like you're designing something, or you are mapping out some sort of plans. Mm. Okay, so it does look like maybe there is someone who is hoping to rebuild with you. Um, I don't know. So there could be some sort of past energy coming back. Maybe someone's trying to apologize. It doesn't just have to be a relationship, a romantic relationship. It might be a friendship or something. But I kind of feel like somebody is like, let's fix this. Let's work this out. So maybe there's a need to rebuild trust with somebody. Somebody also might be thinking about going back to an old job or having to get a part-time job to make ends meet. Mm. Be careful on what you're spending your money on, or be careful what you agree to. Be careful what investments you make. I'm hearing randomly the name Larry. Um, I don't know who this is talking about. Uh, Something for Larry. I feel like somebody is going to make some sort of offer to you, um, or like invite. Like I said, I kind of feel like maybe someone is being offered a job or is being hired. Also, if you put in an application for some sort of loan, or some sort of grant, I feel that you're going to receive it. There's still some sort of waiting process, but I feel that you're being approved for something. In a love situation, I feel like there's an older man who is looking for somebody to share his life with. I feel like this is someone who maybe has established everything and is just looking for company, like companionship. Again, I'm getting something about creation or collaborating, forming something new. You might form something new with somebody. Okay, somebody also might get propositioned for sex. So somebody could be like a sex worker. It's possible that someone wants to get out of that business, but they're doing it like one more time, or they're saying like one more time. You could be dealing with some emotional ups and downs. Like one minute I feel like you're ecstatic and you're happy, you're in a good space. And then there are times where you feel isolated and alone or misunderstood. Try not to hold on to the past or get stuck in the past. I feel that maybe you're needing to give yourself a pat on the back or be proud of yourself. I don't know if there's been some sort of disappointment or you haven't felt validated. Um, but I'm feeling like you're needing to be proud of yourself. I kind of feel like you also get in moods where you just feel like you want to be left alone. You can't trust anybody. Maybe people have let you down, or you think people are phony. Um, you also might just kind of feel like maybe I am better off alone. Maybe you try to put yourself out there in a dating realm again, and then you end up being disappointed, and you're like, maybe I should just stay single. Like it's not so bad. Something happens where it seems like you go back into hiding or go back into your shell. Ultimately, I feel like you're also just kind of working on trust issues or rebuilding trust with somebody. All right, so those are the messages that I have for you guys. Hopefully some things resonated. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.